Welcome back to Channel 4 News, and now for tonight's special on the growing use of roll your own tobacco. This evening we'll be focusing on the older demographic, particularly senior citizens, as we look to find out why they still choose to roll their own tobacco in the age of product convenience, and find out what it would take for them to keep the habit.
Thanks, Clint. I'm here with Jonathan Pratt, a regular roll your own cigarette smoker. So Jonathan, tell me, when and why did you start smoking cigarettes?
Well, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I can't really give you an exact date, but I was probably around 15 or 16. Started because back in those days the whole family was smoking, it was supposed to be good for you, but turns out that wasn't the case, but I'm still here now.
So was roll your own or tailor-made cigarettes your gateway into smoking?
Well, I started on tailor-mades and they were my preferred choice for most of my life. But then I lost my job in '98, so I needed to cut down on my spending. So I moved over to roll your own and kind of just stuck with it ever since because, I needed my cigarettes.
So in the period of smoking roll your own cigarettes, what made you stick with it for good?
Well, of course, I was attracted to the price in the beginning. It was much cheaper. I guess tobacco prices have been rising, so I guess it's all the same for all types of tobacco anyway, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. But I guess I was attracted to the fact of how much I could put into my cigarettes. If I could have a heavy or a light one, depending on how I was feeling and what I wanted to smoke.
So Jonathan, what are some of the circumstances that influence how much tobacco you put into your cigarettes?
Well, in the mornings I usually tend to have a lighter one. Because when I'm waking up early I'm a bit fuzzy, so it's a bit easier on the brain. I guess as the day goes on and I get a bit busier, I usually tend to put more in my cigarettes to get the feeling that I really want. And then of course when I'm at the local having a few drinks, I'm probably smoking a bit more often and definitely more heavier types of cigarettes, yeah.
So would you say you're more likely to smoke cigarettes whilst consuming alcohol?
Oh yeah, of course mate, who isn't, I probably spend too much time down at the pub, but I haven't really got much to do living by myself and all. Yeah.
Then how long on average does it take for you to finish one pouch of tobacco?
Well, I buy usually 2 25-gram Winfield Blue pouches a week, the old classic. So one on Monday and then one on Friday. I smoke more and drink more on the weekend, so I always need a fully going into the break.
Gee, it sounds like you're spending roughly around $70 a week on cigarettes. Is this correct?
Yeah, mate. Probably a bit more if I need papers and filters. I know it doesn't sound too good when I say it out loud, but I've heard of a lot worse ciggy budgets amongst the fellas.
Now, finally, Jonathan, what will it take for you to quit smoking if you choose to go down that path?
Oh, look, mate, I've made it this far. I don't think I'm going to be quitting any time soon unless the doctor tells me otherwise. But look, for younger people out there, I'd probably say it's better to quit early. See the signs. But for someone old like me, I don't think I'm going to be quitting anytime soon, mate.
Well, thanks for speaking to me, Jonathan. It's been a pleasure. Back to Clint in the Channel 4 studio.